these boards are white oak. Kyle and Larry put them on the trailer, I think it was about 10 years ago. They had a gazillion nuts and bolts holding them down. And a lot of the bolts were obviously very rusted. A few had to be cut off, and the rest, Larry and I took off.
I can't get it.
Larry put the trailer on its side so that he could work on one side with the drill, and I could hold the wrench and the nut on the other side. This was a very quick and efficient way to take them all out. The great thing is, it did not require either one of us sitting under the trailer. These last few boards were stubborn. Even though the nut and bolts are removed, they didn't want to come out. We've done 5, 6 different videos using those tongs for different things. One time it was for log sorting. The best one, if you get a chance, go back and watch video 176, Firewood bucking with tongs. See if you don't see that tractor moving.
Boards are out, but some of the bolts aren't. Wait a minute.
We realized when we picked up the totes that the trailer that we hadn't used since we went to John's house and took that log to him, frickin' Jeep, the boards had rotten. And these were white oak that were put on probably 10 years ago. "12, 16-foot treated pine. This will be the next step, but man, not today."
Forward another foot, I guess. So, gotta watch guys coming across here with the crane.
Larry decided to buy a flat bar and cut it and weld it onto the trailer to hold the new pine boards down. No more nuts and bolts for us.
Needed to come forward. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day here in the Shenandoah Valley. Today we're going to take the Halverson 120 and process that wood that we just bucked up with the grapple saw. But anyway, the rotating forks, when Reeves Timber and I came together, I did purchase them, so we do own the rotating forks now.
The bar is gone. These are the same forks.
Great perk that we ended up here. You look forward to seeing that. That's how we'll load the trucks. But we're going to get the Bobcat and process this logs, and we're going to see how big a logs it can process. Robin was fussing. I think I've got an 18-inch bar, and she was fussing about a 17-inch piece. So we're going to see. Let's get to it.
closer to the right size log for the Halverson. Those last couple have just been too limb collarish and too big. Like a perfect piece for it. Go through there, it'll split.
right, everybody, that shows you the real world limitations to the Halverson 120. Is this is very poor design, and they're redesigned them, I think, but it just grabs everything when it's up. It does not come back far enough, and this thing can cut more if it wasn't for this. And it's just a poor design. They got it curved. I know what they was doing, but it's just a poor design.
Well, and the limb collars are so bad on these pieces, which is
you
why
see
you
pieces
didn't...
like this. But I had all these figuring that they would be a problem with the house,
Right.
and it did good. It really did.
Yeah.
But you learn after a while what's too big, and it did better than it was only experience is why I got as big a one as I did. But all these I'm going to hold with the inverted wood splitter, cut with the 500i or the 592. But we got a lot of resplits, filling of toast to do, so that's enough.
Yeah, it's,
Just kind of an experiment. She was, Roy, it's your fault. You said, oh, there's a lot of them on there that can run.
no, there isn't. We'd already sorted them out
Nah,
once.
there's nobody, no fault.
No,
Nobody's
no.
fault.
He doesn't.
Halverson, this thing's been a fantastic unit. And,
Maybe if we'd had his Halverson General Lee.
but that's the only flaw I've seen with the Halverson is just this right here, this grab bar. And being a welder, if it bothered me that bad, I could change it. So I'm not going to fix what's not broke, though. You stay down to that 14-inch straight, and it works fine. So most of our wood is that. This is just the big ones.
Well, you got the last
talking
bunch
about-
that were the
You're
worst.
talking about 5 tracks of loads, and this is all the stuff the Halverson won't run. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's ran 90%, and but what we have to do now is bring this up a bucket at a time, resplit it, and we'll have one of these double totes inside. That way we can, no matter what the weather, we can work it and fill it. So that's the plan. Toodles, everybody, on this beautiful morning.